There's Lucy. How's Lucy today?
So.
So?
Yeah.
Are you in your third year too?
No.
Second year?
Yeah.
Because Tom said he's all excited. He passed his TOEIC and he passed his final exam.
No.
Tom.
Tom. Yeah.
So you have no tests this week, last week, this week?
Yes.
You did? Awesome. Yeah. So you're doing tests now. So these are midterms, not finals, are they? Midterms?
Yeah.
Midterms?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why did Tom say final test? I don't know. He's not finished. He doesn't finish until the spring, right? The summer he'll finish? Or does he finish now?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's an or question. He finishes now, he's done, or he'll finish in the summer?
I think the next week.
Did he do his finals or did he do his midterm?
This is midterm.
Okay, so he still has school until the summer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you ready to do some reading for me?
Yes.
Okay. So what we're going to do is you're going to read about the languages around the world.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going to score your reading fluency and pronunciation. And then after you read, I'm going to ask you a lot of questions about what we read to see what you understand. And I'm going to score how you answer me with your use of vocabulary and grammar and speech. Easy, fun.
I think so.
You don't think so? Why? Everybody's it's so easy. All right. So when you're ready, start reading languages of the world.
Ready?
Okay.
Yeah. Language of the world. There are around 7,000 different languages in the world today.
Languages. One language, 7,000 languages.
Yeah. Languages that are similar to each other are in the groups or families. Some languages have a lot of speakers and others have very few. Many of the similar languages have no writing, so when the last speaker dies, the language dies too.
Smaller languages. Some of them have no writing, so when they die, there won't be any record. Those languages will be lost. All right, let's read about Europe.
Europe has 384 different languages. One language family here is Romance languages, which includes Spanish, Portuguese, and Italian. Another is Slavic language such as Russian, Polish, and Czech. English is the third largest language in the world with 335 million speakers and belong in the Germanic group. The basic language from France and Spain is very unusual. It doesn't belong to any language family.
All right.
Asia.
Now you have to slow down here and try to get the pronunciation right. Which includes Spanish, which includes Spanish, Portuguese, Slavic languages such as Russian, Polish, and Czech Republic.
Czech, yeah. Um,
335 million speakers.
yeah, and learn into
Basque language from France and Spain is very unusual, not normal. It's very different.
unusual.
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 Yeah, it doesn't belong to any language family. It's completely different.
Yeah.
All right, let's read about Asia. Take your time. Try to get that pronunciation down.
Yeah. Asia has 2,303 languages. Chinese has a billion speakers, more than any other language in the world. Hindi is the world's fourth largest language, and Arabic comes Arabic comes fifth. Some parts of Asia have a very large number of languages.
Yeah, a lot of languages in Asia. What about the Americas? Now, remember, the Americas is not just the United States of America, right? That's just one part. Canada, Mexico, Central America, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, all of the countries in North America and South America, those are the Americas, right? Just the United States, they call themselves Americans because they are the United States. Each state has its own little government. So they're united together like the United Kingdom. So it's an unusual country, but that's why they call it the United States of America. But the country name is United States, not America. Okay, Americas.
Americas, their area has 1,060 languages. English and Spanish are the largest. Spanish with 406 million speakers, is the world's second largest language. Portuguese is spoken in Brazil, and mainly English and French in Canada. There are also many other native languages, for example, Mayan language, which people speak and parts of Mexico and Guatemala.
Pretty good. Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Yeah, Guatemala is a little country in the southeast corner there of Mexico in Central America. Yeah, so Mam is an old language, thousands of years old, from the Mayan temples. You know, I'm sure you've seen pictures of the Mayan temples in Mexico and Guatemala. And some people still speak that language. All right, that's getting a little bit better with your reading. Let's try Africa.
Yeah. Africa, human language probably beyond or this continent. There are 2,147 languages here. Many people in Africa can speak more than one language because, as well as their own language, they also speak English, French, or Portuguese. Portuguese. Yeah. Portuguese.
All right. So Australia and Oceania, all the little islands around it, Fiji and Vanuatu and all these places.
Yeah. I continue.
Australia and Oceania.
Australia and Oceania. This Asia has 1,311 languages in total. The main languages are Australia and New Zealand is English, but there are a lot of similar languages too.
Smaller, not similar, smaller languages.
Smaller languages too. Papua New Guinea has only 4 million people, but it has 832 languages, more than any other country. Unfortunately, some Aboriginal languages are very small now and have only one or two speakers.
All right. So Papua New Guinea.
Papua.
Yeah, it's a small country, only 4 million people. It's really, back in the caveman ages. There's still a lot of tribes. It's not very modern at all. And unfortunately, some Aboriginals again, do you know what that means? You remember?
Yeah.
What does Aboriginal mean? Aboriginal. What does that mean?
Aboriginal. I don't know.
You said yeah. Aboriginal means First Nation people, the first people to live there.
Yeah.
And Aboriginal languages are very small now. But many of the languages there, only a few people, 1 or 2 people can speak it. So they're going to disappear eventually when they die. Yeah. All right. I'm going to keep working on our pronunciation for sure. Okay. So what are the 3 biggest languages in the world?
I think
It's number 1.
I think the English is the third largest language in the world.
English is the 3rd. Yes, the international language is English, and it is the 3rd largest. What is the biggest, the largest, number 1?
Number 1? I think I don't know.
Yes, you do. You just read it. What is the most spoken language on Earth?
Yeah.
What language is the most spoken? Most? Number 1, most spoken language in the world. It's not English. English is the 3rd largest language. Has the largest amount of speakers. What's number 1?
I think English and Spanish.
Which one language is the most spoken in the world? Which language? More people speak this language than any other language. Which one? More speakers of that language. Which is number 1 in the world?
I don't know.
Read the paragraph Asia again. Asia. Chinese is the most spoken language in the world. There are more Chinese people. Right? 1.3 billion people in China. Yeah, a lot of people speak Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's number 1. The most spoken. Not the international language, no. But the most spoken language. What's number 2?
2 is Spanish.
Spanish is the second most. Over 400 million people speak Spanish. Yes. Number 3?
Number 3 is English.
What's number 4?
Number 4 is Hindi.
Yeah, where's Hindi? Where do they speak Hindi? What country?
I don't remember.
Oh my God. Hindi is their language. Hindu is their religion.
Yeah.
Whose practices Hindu religion?
Yeah.
Who?
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chinese? Vietnamese?
No, Asia.
It's in Asia. India.
India.
India's number 1 religion is Hindu. And the national language is Hindi.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have 1.2 billion people there. So I'm surprised they're only number 4. I think more people speak Hindi than English, if only 3. But I don't think English is accurate either. I would have to think that 99% of Americans, United States speaks English. I would have to say that 99% or, close to that in Canada speaks English. Well, that's 360 million people there. And then you have many English speakers throughout South America and Mexico, and you have many, many, many English speakers in Europe and Asia. So I'm really surprised the number they say for English is only 300 and, what did they say?
Yeah.
English, how many speakers? 335 million English speakers. I find that hard to believe. Very hard to believe. Yeah, that number doesn't seem right for some reason, but okay, that's what they're saying anyway. This is a few years ago. So what's number 5? You got Chinese, which is Mandarin. Then you have Spanish. Then you have English. Then you have Hindi. What's the 5th largest?
The 5th language is
5th largest.
Arabic.
Arabic. Yeah, Arabic.
Arabic. Yeah. Arabic.
Yeah.
Where I don't know where is Arabic speak.
The Arabic world is all the Middle East. That's Northern Africa, Egypt, all these areas, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Jordan, all the Middle East area is dominated by Arabs. An Arabic language, right? Where the white turbans, all the princes and the deserts and the camels. Yeah, there's a lot of people there, and Arabic language is the number 1 language there. But again, a lot of them speak English too. So yeah, I really wonder about those numbers. Middle East, Turkey, another big country. Okay, so which continent, not country, which continent has the most languages?
Yes, I think Asia.
Asia, yeah, 2,303 languages. That's right.
I think, yes.
All right, so all languages come from some origin, right? They all start somewhere. Now, we know that humans and language all started in Africa, hundreds of thousands of years ago, millions of years ago.
Yeah.
But today in the modern world, you have languages like English, which has Germanic roots, right? Where it comes from, the origins of that language. What about Polish? Where does Polish come from? What family? What language family does it belong to?
Polish?
Polish, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
What language family does Polish belong to?
I think human.
Human or people? All languages are human languages, right? Humans speak languages. Only humans speak language.
Yeah.
So, but we're talking about the families of language, the origins. So that's in the European paragraph. So in there, what family, right? I'm going to read the question again. What language family does Polish belong to? Where does that language come from? First paragraph, Europe.
First,
And in Europe, it says, there is Romance languages, which include Spanish, Portuguese, Italian. Another language family is what?
I don't know.
It's right here in front of you. Slavic languages. Slavic languages such as Russian, Polish, Czech. Those 3 languages have ancestral commonalities, right? They come from the same background, the same tribal areas. thousands of years ago. There are similarities between Russian, Polish, Czech. So it comes from a Slavic background, origins. All right. Yeah. You just keep saying yeah. Right. Yep. No. Yep. Unbelievable. All right. So tell me, what is special about the Basque or Basque language? What's special about that language?
What's special about this Basque language?
Yeah, Basque, Basque or Basque. What's special about that? It doesn't belong to the Slavic language. Slavic, Czechoslovakia.
Uh,
What does it say about the Basque language? I think they still speak it in France, some areas. So it must be an old language. I really have to do some research on that. Tell them to be quiet. We're doing a test.
I haven't got any. The Basque language from French and Spain, very unusual.
Unusual. It's very unusual. Why?
Unusual.
Why is it unusual? Why is it unusual?
Because it doesn't belong to any language family.
Exactly. It doesn't belong to the Slavic or the Germanic background. So it kind of comes from somewhere else, but nobody seems to know where. It's different, very different. Different structures, different grammar, I guess. Yeah, different alphabet maybe. I'm going to research that and I'm going to bring it up in the next class, Interest 18 next week. So we know more about that because I don't remember anything about that language. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
And I know it's in France, but I don't know much about it. I will find out.
Yeah.
I'll do my research. What are the main languages in Canada?
Dạ không thảo.
Don't know.
Do you homesick?
No, not homesick. What are the main languages in Canada?
Yes. The main language in Canada is are English and French.
English and French, yes.
Do you know speak French?
Oui, je parle français aussi.
Can you say several sentences for me?
Je parle français, ma mère est française, mais mon père est anglais. So, parce que de ça, je parle français, je peux parler français, mais je peux parler anglais parce qu'à la maison, c'était tout en anglais.
I don't understand.
I know. I just made it up.
It's difficult for you when you start to learn?
No, because where I grew up in a French village. So my mother and grandparents were French. My father was English. So I went to a French school, grade 1 to grade 10. But in the house, we spoke English all the time because of my father. So that's why I don't have an accent. Now, it's not true. I have an Acadian French. It's different than Quebec or France. But some people occasionally pick up a word and say, "You're Acadian." I have an accent a little bit from that background. So I'm bilingual, French and English.
Yeah.
And then I went to high school, English high school. And then I went to university in an English university. But my first education was French.
Why you speak French for?
No, my French is not strong enough or good enough. I can't teach French. No.
Yeah. I think in the future I will learn French.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I want to learn many languages. I think there's an opinion to find a job in the future.
You should, if you want to know what the two most valuable languages to learn are, English, of course, international, and Mandarin Chinese.
I don't know. I don't want to learn Chinese.
Okay, well, it's more important than French. Not many people speak French anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know what benefit French will give you unless you plan to live in France.
Yeah.
All right. What do people speak? Oh, sorry. Where do people speak ma'am or mom, ma'am?
Ma'am.
That language. Where does it come from? Where do people speak that?
In the paragraph 3 is say that there are also many other negative languages. I think people speak where is Mexico and Guatemala.
Yeah, remember we have an X, so it's KS. Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico. And Guatemala. Guatemala, yeah. All right, so last question. Which country, not continent, which country has the largest number of languages?
Which country?
Which country has more languages in the world? Not continent, country.
Yeah, I think
It's not a big country, doesn't have a lot of people, but it has the most languages. Which country is that? And some languages, there's only 2 or 3 people that can speak it.
I think
Just look.
Africa.
Oh, Papua New Guinea. That small little country with 4 million people has 832 different languages in the one country. The most in the world. All right, that's it for today, Missy. So we'll see you next week in Interest 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then. We're going to say goodbye now, and we're going to say Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week.
Yes. You too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a dinner. Have a nice dinner.
Have a nice dinner. I have another class, but I'll eat dinner.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.